Speaking about you did it, I want to introduce Sharee Samuels to the Hangout to talk about her remarkable weight loss journey. Many of you will know Sharee from the recent cover of People magazine's Half Your Size issue. If you take a look at her before and after pictures, you can really see how remarkable her journey has been, both on her own and with her husband. Sharee, welcome, and thanks so much for joining us, and congratulations.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
It's a real pleasure to have you. You look fantastic. You're 24 years old. You've lost about half your size. At your peak, you were, I believe, 256 pounds. So tell us, how did you get to that point, and how were you able to take the weight off?
So when I turned 13, 14 years old, in the middle schools, they have vending machines and snacks and school stores, and I no longer had a parent telling me what I could and could not eat, and I didn't know what was healthy. And at home, my parents had healthy foods, but I was in all these, had all these events and opportunities where I didn't have to eat healthy. And as a kid, I didn't want to. So as I got older, it progressed, and in high school, I could drive and I'd go to fast food, and ultimately it ended up, I was 256 pounds when I graduated.
From high school?
Yeah.
So were you aware, you know, sometimes you're putting on weight and you're not even, maybe you're in denial, but you're sort of not aware that it's happening. Was that the situation with you, or were you very conscious of the fact that you were gaining weight?
I knew. I mean, you were very aware of your weight in high school, but I just kind of hid behind the I'm curvy and I'm beautiful kind of thing. And I was always beautiful, but I was not healthy, and I knew that, but I just didn't want to accept it yet.
So what was your sort of come to Jesus moment? What was that moment when you realized, I don't like what I'm seeing or how I'm feeling?
It was my second attempt at Weight Watchers, and I was looking at my weight tracker and saw that not only had I gained back the weight that I lost, but I gained back more. And I felt like I let my parents down because they were so supportive. I had so many people rooting for me and helping me, and I was just sabotaging myself, and I did not like how that felt, and I was like, I'm done. I need to start taking responsibility. I don't want to be this way for the rest of my life.
So what did you do when you realized that? How did you start the process of gaining control of your body?
So I kept with Weight Watchers. It taught me portion control. And then I read a book called Skinny Bitch, and it's about being vegan. And I was drawn to the idea, you know, just the title in and of itself, the skinny part, and I'm like, you know what, that's what I want. So I
got the bitch part down.
Fine. And I went downstairs. So I read the book in a day, and I went downstairs and I said, Mom and Dad, I'm vegan. And that was 6 years ago, and ever since then, I just kept with being vegan, and I got a personal trainer, and I just learned, like, if I want this, I need to work hard. And eventually I really learned to eat the whole foods and to really learn what clean eating was. But initially it was just that shock on my body, like, this is what I'm doing.
I'm watching our guests here, Sharee, and they're nodding their heads listening to you. What's your reaction when you hear her talk? That's real determination.
Yeah, I mean, what struck me is that she found the commitment. You know, she reached that point and she found something that worked for her. And becoming vegan isn't going to work for everybody, but it clearly is something that she connected with. And I mean, it's a wonderful story.
Mm-hmm. I love it. And you know, different people gravitate towards different things. I've worked with a lot of people like you who want to go full extreme in the health direction versus doing things, you know, a little bit at a time. You know, some people like to make small changes and have them be additive. You went the total opposite way. You like jumped in with both feet and went for it. And boy, did it work. You look incredible.
What about those moments, Sharee, where, I mean, there have to be times when you're losing weight where maybe you hit that plateau and you can get discouraged.
I feel good.
What do you do in those moments? I'm sure people watching this would like to know when you feel frustrated and the weight just stops coming off for a while.
Absolutely. I mean, even though I went straight into vegan, it took me 6 years to reach my goal weight. And that is because, you know, you do get discouraged. I had to lose 110 pounds to even be considered in the healthy weight range for my height. And that's really overwhelming to look at. And some days it would just be really daunting. But I just kept going. I just learned that 1 pound is a victory, and any step in the right direction is going to do me good.